This week on the Unqualified Gamers podcast, the boys are missing Kai. They also talk about Project Zomboid and Civ 7 release date. Episode 103. Kai's not here today, ladies and gentlemen. He's in Dallas, Texas.
He is off doing the Lord's work again, I think.
Is
it the Lord's work this week?
It's work's work. It's his work's work. And he's having
it's his work's work.
He's having a hell of a time. He's in a Tesla. That's his
I feel so bad for the man.
He's not fucking enjoying it. Whoa, King.
Why?
Tesla's a great fucking car, bro. Okay.
I don't know, man. Have you seen what Elon did the other day at the
what did he do
behind the podium? You didn't see his salute?
Okay. Let's get this straight. Elon Musk is not a Nazi. He's fucking weird.
When Democrats do it, it's okay. Anyone from the Republican Party nailed to the cross.
100% he is a weird dude. All right.
He's awkward as hell, dude. He's so awkward. And I love him. Okay, I love Elon Musk.
But here's the thing.
I don't like him. I think he's very pompous and everything else like that.
You don't like Elon Musk?
I don't mind him. I don't sing his praise.
The human race, bro.
I don't sing the man's praise, but I also don't condemn him like a lot of other people do. I just don't think he's worth this.
Balls if he asked me to.
Did you see him getting excited at the inauguration? How like when they were saying like, "Oh, we're planting a flag on Mars," and the only one that got excited was Musk.
Dude, okay. He's got Asperger's, right? He's fucking weird, all right? He's weird as shit. But he's a genius.
Is this the second week in a row that you've talked about some type of like handling of the male genitalia? Like
it might be. I'm not afraid of my sexuality, bro.
Is this a new thing for you? Instead of saying welcome.
He's promoting the podcast.
Do you want me to fucking hop in the Tesla and head to, Ohio and polish up your giblets or what? What do you need, man?
Here's the thing, man. The second you say, "Hey, I'm going to come out there,"
wants a Tesla.
He has one.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, then why are you trying to Never mind.
No, CC won't come out here. Like he just will not come out.
I will.
Yeah, because you don't want to go to Ohio with a Tesla. Be gone. Like, of course.
No, so Kai has been calling me with like problems. Like I'm fucking Elon
your
Musk.
tech support?
Yeah.
Yeah, your tech support.
He called me, he's like, "Hey, what do you do when your charger port's fucking frozen?" I'm like,
okay, so it's like
about?
Okay, so it's like grandma when grandma calls you for like tech support, and it's just like, how do I log into Facebook?
Yeah,
and you're just like, well, grandma, you don't have Facebook. That's part of the problem. I don't understand.
I've never used a supercharger before. I've never used one. I charge in my garage. I mean,
He only drives like 13 miles a day. He doesn't actually go anywhere in his Tesla.
Like 25 miles a day.
Yeah. All right. So how much does it cost you to actually fill up your car? Car.
Okay. So you never fill it up. You only fill it to
charge.
Yeah. You only charge it to 80%.
It's like an iPhone. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. So you charge,
but you don't want to get under 20%. Like what do you do?
No. So it tells you. For like everyday driving, just charge it to 80%. If you need to go on a trip or something, charge it to 100%, right?
Okay.
So it's to save the battery,
Yeah.
So basically, I plug it in every day when I come from work. It costs me about $40 a month.
Okay.
Well, yeah, about $40 a month. Yeah.
That's just okay. That's not bad. How many miles are you doing that? Because it
would be the equivalent would be in gas to my mileage.
Oh, he's taking out the calculator.
No. It says it right in the app. So I have an app for my charger, which is not a Tesla charger, but it fits the Tesla. So $43 in gas. I saved $118.
You got it off Temu.
Oh, $43.
So wait. So the government was going into TikTok about privacy, but we have apps that are tracking exactly where you're going on that's okay because it's from me. Okay. The Tesla app.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's American made.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing that for years anyway. I mean, you put a Fitbit on, you have
it is so scary when I get in the car and like depending on the day, like I go grocery shopping like on X day and it knows and it just tells me here's to the nearest it will take you 7 minutes to get there and I'm like, okay, like why does it know I'm going and why is it telling me that I'm going? I don't need to know that I'm already going to the grocery store. Yeah. Yeah.
Mine does this every morning. I get in my car and my iPhone's like, "Oh, it'll take you 12 minutes to get to work today." And I'm like, "You motherfucker! Maybe I'm not going to work today. Maybe I'm going.
Maybe I don't want to.
You know,
I'm going to work, but I don't want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
So I bought this car in December, and I wouldn't have bought it. My insurance guy is a fucking Larry from fucking Illinois. You're an asshole.
Fucking Larry.
From State Farm. So I call
State Farm's not endorsing, right?
I call him. No, they're not endorsing, and they never will. So I call the guy and I'm like, "Hey man, I'm looking at trading my car in on a Tesla." I text him the VIN number, to give me my quote. He's like, "It'll be $200."
What is your VIN number again?
Yeah, it'll be $200 a month. I'm like, "Fuck, that's expensive," but I really want the car.
A month?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it gets fucking way worse. Trust me.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm like, I really want the car, so I'm gonna go for it. Like, whatever, I can afford it. I'm rich. And no, I'm not. I'm really not rich. But anyway, no, I'm not. Anyway, so the reason I got the car is because I ate like $6,000 in negative equity from my other car because this car was $6,000 under book. So regardless, I call him like an hour later and I'm like, "Yep, I did buy the car. I signed the papers. So go ahead and take the Kia off." He's like, "Oh, that was with your Kia still on there." I'm like, "Oh, so it's gonna be fucking cheaper." Nope. $230 a month is what this asshole quotes me, okay?
Because it's the bundle price. It's the bundle. Well, it's the bundle price. The more it's like the bundle savings. It's like, I'm
like, "You fucking asshole." So how much is it without it? He's like, "Oh, it's $230 a month." I'm like, "Shit." So
it's really $30 break in the bank at that point. Like, I mean, like $200 a month. It's like ridiculous.
Right.
It's like how many accidents have you been in? How many tickets have you had? Zero. You've had 0 tickets?
I had a speeding ticket like 5 years ago.
Okay. All right.
Still on your record,
I had a seatbelt ticket 5 years ago too.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, like, I can understand if, like, you were like, I have a friend that, like, he got into so many accidents.
Never had
like
an accident.
$400 a month.
I've never had an accident that was my fault. So anyway, my first bill comes up, $277. I call him. I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Fucking Larry.
And he's like, "Hey man, that's just the first bill. The first bill is always kind of high. You know how it works." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, asshole." So I'm pissed off. I start looking for new insurance companies.
Yeah.
I've had this vendetta with Progressive Insurance for like 5 years. They tell me I owe.
Is it because of Flo? Is it because of Flo?
That bitch,
she's a terrible actress.
Yeah,
she's awful.
I owe her $106, and I don't know her nothing. Okay.
I heard she's a real bitch in real life too. Like,
I don't
that
know,
makes you feel better. Like, it justifies your vendetta. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. Well, basically, she says I've owed her $106 for 5 years, so I refuse to fucking deal with it anymore. I got it off my credit report and everything, but because I paid that shit. So
that's why your insurance is high.
Yeah.
They know about your Progressive dealings.
Could be. So everybody's giving me quotes. They're all like super high, and I'm just like, "Well, I'm stuck paying $277 a goddamn month." Well, yesterday or the day before, I got an email from Progressive saying,
"Here it comes.
That we're gonna cover you for $122 a month." And I'm like, "All right."
Wouldn't it be great if it was 106?
It would
exactly
the exact amount, and they cover you for like.
We're only covering you for 1 month.
Dude, this story comes full circle. It gets so much better. So I'm like, all right. So I sign up and I'm getting ready to pay for it, but I'm like, "Oh, I need to call my other insurance company and cancel." So I call Larry, tell Larry where to stick it.
Fucking Larry.
It's my grandpa's name actually, and my dad's name.
Fuck him too.
I do not know a single Larry.
Next time you come to Iowa, I'll introduce you to my.
No, I don't know either.
No. I am totally happy not knowing anyone named Larry. The only Larry I know of, 2 Larrys: Larry the Cable Guy, and then Larry the Zombie from What is with you and Ohio shit today, King?
I don't know.
I only lived here a year.
I know, but it's like low hanging fruit. Like.
We are hashing this shit out right now before he finishes his story.
Compton, so I mean,
I am going to defend.
Wait, he used to live in Compton?
Yes, dude.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so like, no wonder why Ohio seems like paradise.
Right.
All right, no. We are hashing this shit out right now. All right,
what part of Ohio are you in?
We are going right for this. All right,
go for it.
What do you hate about Ohio?
Nothing. I don't hate anything about Ohio.
Tell me. I'm gonna get right up. I'm gonna get right up here.
You can get right up as much as you want. I don't hate anything about Ohio, but I have heard bad things about Ohio. I heard it got cleaner when Zeus moved in there because he used to be the MP, but
lie.
Policing the street. Dude, did you form a neighborhood watch? Is that why Ohio's a little bit better now? A little bit cleaner?
No, they filmed the new Superman in Cleveland. That's why it got better. We had fucking Superman here.
Yeah, but
what do you guys have?
LeBron. But what happened to LeBron?
What?
Zeus cares this much about sports. The Ohio State Buckeyes were in the national championship. He had no fucking idea. No.
And when you bring LeBron into it, I have negative.
Oh, yeah, like LeBron.
I don't actually like basketball. I barely tolerate football. And even then, it's just like, I don't know.
CC loves sports because it's, men's balls in other men's hands.
Yeah, I love that.
So, so he was the ball handler. So you had a lot to say about the Deflategate back with Tom Brady and handling his deflated balls, right? Okay.
Yeah, because it's a little old. It's fine.
That game was against the fucking Colts, bro. That game was against the Colts.
Yeah, I mean,
look at his arm. Look at his arm.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Do you have a tat of the Colts?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Oh. Let me see. Oh, do you have paint on the other arm?
No.
Painted like your Lord and Savior.
Okay, so before he had all of the Marvel stuff in the background, he had his fucking wannabe jerseys lined up back there.
I got a wannabe jersey too. I want to return mine. It's of Dak Prescott. If it makes you feel any better, I have a signed jersey of Dak Prescott. I'd like to return it.
Wow. No,
I bought it his rookie year.
I don't even know who that is.
I have a signed
Dak Prescott
jersey.
Cowboys.
The one jersey that's sitting in the bottom of a tote right now is Andrew Luck's signed jersey. So that's
what a disappointment that was. Played for like 2-3 years.
Most disappointing fucking. I was at the game I was at the game either the week or 2 weeks before he retired. If I would have fucking been there the night they announced you, I would have fucking jumped the fence and tackled his ass. I was so pissed.
I want to talk about the curse of Green Bay, just real quick. You had Brett Favre. He was great. He was a pretty good quarterback. He moved on. He retired.
It's a curse, though?
No, because wait. Because then he faded into obscurity and he was a laughing stock because he just wouldn't retire up top. Same thing's going with Aaron Rodgers. He was great in Green Bay. Now he's on the Jets. Last year broke his shattered his ankle, whatever it was.
Achilles.
Achilles comes back and has been a complete dud. It's like nobody won. Oh my god! I mean,
didn't you just say
it's not?
Didn't you just say you don't follow sports? You don't like sports?
He said
I said I barely tolerate football.
Hey, can I get back to my fucking insurance? But we're almost done with it. Okay, so
how did Larry bend you over?
Go on. Me and Larry are fucking.
And Flo watched and videotaped it.
Me and Flo we're working on our relationship right now. Me and Flo are. So. I told Larry to cancel my State Farm on February 1st. Okay. And then I'm in there. I'm getting ready to click pay to pay my first month on Progressive. Okay.
Yep.
I click pay. It's like, oh, we see an outstanding balance of $106. Motherfucker, dude. So I fucking pay this bitch. I swear to God, if she brings it up ever again.
Wait, did you pay her to spite Larry? Like, was it like a big F you to Larry?
It's still going to be cheaper.
Oh, no, I agree. I'm not saying it's not, but it was also like, because I remember I had a thing with eBay. I sold something like one time on eBay. Actually, I had a Funko Pop collection and I sold it. And I paid for their seller's fee. And then they also tried to get me I paid for shipping myself. And then they tried to get me because they had prepaid labels. They tried to say that they paid for it, and I owed them another I think it was $100 and something. I said, oh no. I went with chat with them back and forth. They said, oh, we'll get back to you, and I took screenshots of it because for the records, everything else like that.
Protect yourself.
Oh yeah, and then I actually got something a year later going, well, your account's in collections, and I said, excuse me, what? And so I actually called up. I forgot some place in Texas, and I called them up and. I not only told them my side of the story, but sent them chat logs. Never heard from them again.
Nice.
I was eBay is the most scummy. Buying on there, no problem. Never sell on eBay.
Oh,
never sell on eBay.
I'll never sell. I sold some sports cards on there, and they took 30%.
Oh, they rob you blind, and then again, like I said, and then they don't do anything to help you out.
No.
And if you're the seller, if you're the buyer, they'll do anything for you.
Right.
But if you're the seller, you get screwed. So yeah, I mean, like, I'll never use eBay again.
They fucking took like 30% of my money. I sold like $700 worth of cards.
Yeah, I mean, like my Funko
man.
Pops were around that much too. Yeah, I was. I've obviously I have a Dragon Ball Z.
This is like I
collection.
don't buy or sell anything. I just sit in my basement. I don't leave.
I sit in the basement and.
Oh, I mean, I buy things. I don't use eBay. I'm civilized person. I use Temu and Wish and Amazon.
Temu and Wish.
Hey! Shout out fucking TikTok.
He has a Shein. He has a Shein account. He buys everything on Shein.
Fucking
No, I'll be honest. I actually.
It's your SM7B, $76 on fucking TikTok.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that you brought that up again.
I love it.
It's the CC way. No, I've actually never bought anything off Temu just because of the whole
Temu.
I bought stuff on Temu.
Well, I mean, I bought things. I buy things off Wish.
But would you be afraid of it being stolen off your porch in Ohio?
No, not at all.
He lives in a quaint little neighborhood.
I know. It's just that
the biggest problem.
It bothers him now, so I'm gonna go with it.
The biggest problem in that neighborhood is his fucking dog. When he takes off and just in the middle of the night and he can't find him for like an hour.
Oh my god!
That's the biggest problem.
I almost turned her
walking
into
through people's backyards and shit trying to find.
Dude,
the dog.
I was about to turn her into a tiny dish towel. Like that dog.
You should put a bell around her.
No. Okay, so the thing is, it doesn't really matter when it's in the snow at like 3:00 in the morning. So it's pitch black, and that's this little black dog. I mean, yeah, I can listen for a little ringing bell, but I'm still running through the back of people's houses at fucking 3:00 in the morning.
He's just a homely looking motherfucker too. You know, he's wearing fucking sweatpants and
he's running out there with a he's running out there with a LeBron jersey on there.
Lucky he get fucking shot, dude.
Hopping fences.
Now here's the thing. In Compton, oh, absolutely. Like, you just don't do that. I'm sorry. Dog goes out the gate. It's just gone.
The dog's gone.
It's for the immigrants to deal with.
Why don't you let the dog out in your backyard? And then if he won't come in, be like, well, go fuck yourself. It's fenced in yard. I'm going to sleep, dickhead.
See, I can't do that right now because it's like -15, -20.
Why don't you?
I can't really. You know, not everyone on this podcast is into animal cruelty, CC.
Hey, I tell you what, you do.
Wait, who? Wait! You're throwing shade at me.
No, he's throwing shade at me.
No, it's him because the last time he didn't come out here is because he broke his dog's leg.
I did not break.
And he's like, "Hey, man, I can't come out there. My dog has a broken leg." Yeah. So you're giving me shit.
I had to get out of it. I had to get out of hanging out with Zeus, man.
All right.
Okay, I just want you to know, King, that before...
I'm sorry, Princess. I don't want to see him. I don't want to go to Ohio.
No, you don't understand. Like, there was literally, like, I'm going to say, like, 8 or 9 gifts on the guest bed waiting for him to show up. Because every time I see something that reminds me of, my good friend Punishment here, I'm like, hey, he's going to be out here soon. I'm going to buy this. And there it is. I'm going to buy this. This motherfucker even went as far as, like, I got him a hard copy book of, Ninja, the Fortnite content creator.
Yeah.
So I find this hardcover book for him. And the first thing he says is, that's cool. I already have it.
No. Okay. I forgot to tell you.
I took this shit to fucking Texas for him.
Forgot to tell you. I have the soft cover. I don't have the hardcover.
Whatever. This is the same guy where I had to drive to his front door to pick something up that he said he was going to mail me a year and a half later.
I used to read. I used to read that book on stream when I would have like a couple of rough games. I would bust open the Ninja book and
was it just quotes of Ninja so that it inspired you to like kind of like continue playing? And
I can just imagine. I can just imagine.
Tell you to dye your hair blue, like
tip 12, take more Adderall. Tip 45, abuse Adderall.
He's not a drug abuser. He thinks Ninja's a drug
abuser. Whoa! I have never once said that in a public forum.
In a public forum.
I have.
Behind closed doors of the podcast. You should have like a behind. You should have like a behind closed doors podcast where you just secretly record Zeus and just like kind of rant and just like kind of small clips of it on a private network.
No, that is a quick way to end up.
If he did that to me,
I mean, the viewers want to hear that.
I say way more fucked up shit than he does. So, like,
I mean, like, yeah, I
mean, if he
CC can vouch. I am 100% the exact same person on and off stream.
Right.
I just have a slight filter when I'm on stream.
My vocabulary changes.
No, not even the vocabulary.
I gotta beat you. Oh, like South Park.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that movie was so good. I don't know why. I weird rant. Reminds me of Christmas every time because they used to play it. I don't know why on Christmas Eve at like
play with your
1,
own
2 o'clock in the
turds?
morning. No, they used to play the South Park Christmas South Park movie, the first one. They used to play it on like Christmas Eve. And I used to watch it every single time because it was on. It was uncut on Comedy Central. So yeah, sure.
Pretty sure.
And now I have
Mr.
that
Hanky
like
was in that, right?
Yeah.
In the first one.
So
no, he wasn't in the first movie. No.
No.
The first.
No,
the first movie
it was the whole thing about Blame Canada.
Yeah,
that was
Canada.
great.
Yeah.
I don't know why it would have been
such a good movie.
Christmas time. But yeah, as far as new stuff, since all we've been talking about is old shit.
No,
Xbox.
We talked about some new stuff.
Xbox Developer Director 2025 has finally announced some new games coming out. Ninja Gaiden 4 has finally been announced for fall 2025. I have not played a Ninja Gaiden since probably NES. I don't know about you guys.
I think maybe I played. Was it on the PlayStation at any point?
Fuck, I have no idea.
I mean, like I know one of my friends had
Ninja Gaiden used to be a PlayStation exclusive, I believe.
Yeah, okay. So I might pay like Ninja Gaiden 3. I don't remember. I mean, to be honest with you, as far as Xbox goes, like, correct me if I'm wrong. They lost the console war, right, with the Xbox One versus PlayStation 4.
Who lost?
Do people still care? Xbox One versus PlayStation 4,
I would
say PlayStation 4 won, right?
I'm sorry, but all of those consoles are literally just running in the Special Olympics compared to PC. So congratulations, you're still a console.
I don't want. I like to collect game systems. The last one I had was a 360. I actually got rid of it because it red ringed on me. Go figure. But I have no desire. Again, I'm a PC guy as well now, but like. Had a PlayStation 4 just because there were some exclusives. I liked it.
Yeah.
I literally only bought a PlayStation 5 for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So,
by the way, AI on Google right now is based on sales figures. The PlayStation 5 is widely considered to have won, in quotes, the console war against the Xbox Series XS, significantly outselling it in the market by nearly double units sold.
Well, that's kind of the whole thing.
You couldn't get a hold of the motherfucker for like 2 years. You know?
Well, I just think that I think PlayStation exclusives was just better than Xbox because since Xbox is tied because Microsoft tied to PCs, you get them on PC, so it's gonna you're already going to have that divide. Yeah. So, I mean, it does suck right now that I would have loved to if I had to wait like a month or two for Final Fantasy. It does suck right now that computer I would. But I know that there was such a mess with a remake. It was like really not optimized well. You had to wait a year for it to come out. People weren't really happy with it. You know, they had to wait another year.
Definitely preferred Xbox One. Xbox.
Really?
I was always an Xbox.
Well, you're a Call of Duty guy.
No. I'm a new to Call of Duty guy.
Okay, so then like, what is the appeal to Xbox over PlayStation?
Halo.
Oh, okay.
Halo.
Okay. That's a fair market.
Die-hard fucking Halo guy back in the day, man. Like that's all I.
See, I just like Final Fantasy games and they're exclusive for PlayStation. So like,
I get it.
I mean,
my cousin was
just trying to think.
My cousin, which has been basically one of my best friends my entire life, he's 5 years older than me. He always had a PlayStation. Always tried talking me into it, but all my friends had Xboxes. You know. So.
Oh yeah, you would go with like whatever game, and I know that I don't mean to quote South Park again, but it was like pretty much like what South Park did when it was I think the generation before with the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, 4, whatever. I always forget. And it was like whatever wins is going to dictate that friend group, and and there was a divide between friends. Some people like Xbox, some people like PlayStation, and. Yeah, you kind of went with whatever your friends had just so you could play with them.
Another big thing for me, this might sound stupid to you guys, but achievements. Like we used to grind we would go to like the GameStop, video games, etc., whatever, and we would like Google on our phones like the easiest games to max achievements out of.
100%.
We would buy those fucking games because we wanted to be the one with the highest achievements.
You wanted to pad the number. the number.
So like,
I mean, like, it's like there's times like I boot up the game and I get an achievement. I'm like, okay, like I don't really cool. I took a step in the one direction. I got an achievement. Like I don't know. I was never an achievement.
My buddy
chaser.
was
I understand the goal.
30,000 achievement points ahead of me.
But see, that means nothing. Like, I mean,
Right, no,
at least it's like someone that doesn't.
He bet
like,
me
go after him.
$1,000 that I couldn't catch him. So I went.
Well, if there's money on the line, then the achievements are great.
I went and I bought all the cheapest fucking games that I could, all the easiest ones. Borrowed them from other friends.
I spent $1,200 to win that 1,000.
No, I probably spent like $300, but I mean, but then we also had like a big pile of fucking games, you know.
So there are games that are literally just straight achievement games.
Yeah.
So like there's this one called Dinosaur Puzzle Hunt or something like that.
But then you're playing Dinosaur Puzzle Hunt.
Hold up, chill, calm your tits, Jesus.
Oh my God.
I understand they're freezing off up in the north, but relax.
Go on. Go on. Make your argument. Anyway. Make your gamer argument.
Anyway, so
Dinosaur Puzzle Hunter.
The whole point of this game was literally one of those things where it is like a digital 250, 500 piece, 1,000 piece puzzle.
Yeah.
And so you do it, but there is a specific section in it that is a 10-piece puzzle. And if you do it, you end up with like 50,000 achievement points out of nowhere. Yeah. They've all been removed from the Steam store at this point, and that whole thing was done. But at one point, I had like 150,000 Steam achievement points because of this one little game. Because that's what it was made for.
But you're still playing Dinosaur Puzzle. I thought you were going to make an argument for like the game was good.
I would love
to in all honesty, like CC, is that where that defense was going? I thought that's where the defense was going.
I spent 12 hours playing or simulating through like the old Madden games, simulating like 25 seasons ahead. Because if you played 25 seasons, you get like 2,000 points or whatever.
I mean, did you put it on in the background and let it go do itself? Like
I sat there and watched TV, and I just did it with one hand. I just kept like skipping through with one hand. And,
I mean, like it was
fucking horrible.
So what were you doing with your other hand?
You know,
Doritos.
Yeah.
Doritos. No, we're gonna go Doritos. You don't want to cross the hands with the Dorito cheese on it versus with
the controller. You don't want to do that.
No, you don't want that. Like especially like the PlayStation 5 is like it's white and pristine. I'm just like I never want to eat anything around there.
I had an Xbox.
I never. So my father was like big into computers. He was a programmer, everything like that. But I got my OCD from him. Because we would be playing computer games and like the old CRT monitors with the glass on it. And I was like, 6 years old, like just a little kid. I point at something, and even if I didn't touch the glass, but came very close to touching the glass, we'd have to stop everything, pause everything, get the Windex, we'd have to get the Windex, spray it down, do that. It was like a 5-minute ordeal. It was like the most like OCD neurotic shit I've ever seen. And again, as a kid, I didn't really think about it until I was an adult going, wow, that really fucked me up. So like at the point where like if anybody, I hate touchscreens. I hate when like there are touchscreen monitors because I see all the fingerprints that people just like poking it, and I can see like the LCD screen just crying out with pain. It breaks me. It literally. I understand OCD.
You don't want to be in my car then, because my car, when like I get in it before the screen turns on, it's all just fingerprints. It turns on, you can't really see it, but it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay to me, but I mean, like actual computer screens, like I don't know why it just bothers me. Or laptops like that, I don't like the misuse of.
Yeah, we had,
I
had a buddy that was the same way. When we used to play LAN parties, if he went to the bathroom or anything, everybody would just go touch his fucking screen.
Well, see, that's funny because now you're pissing off a friend.
Yeah.
I have it where my mother actually spilled coffee over her laptop, and like she asked me to like help her clean it up or whatever. So like I kid you not, I took the thing apart. I in the bottom of the laptop, I actually picked up, turned over, and coffee poured out of it.
Oh no!
I mean, like, how are you eating over? I literally bought her like as like a stocking stuffer this year, like a vacuum for her laptop, just so that like I got tired of looking at crumbs whenever I had to go on and work on it.
Dude.
It's like it's not a table. I don't understand. Like you have tables, you have things to eat over. Why the $1,200 laptop?
I'm bad. I have my keyboard was like $300. It's the Corsair K100. Yep. And I did take it apart not too long ago because I could tell it's getting pretty fucking bad. I took all the keys off,
everything else like that.
Oh yeah, but no, I had like food sitting there, chips, everything. I'm a fucking slob.
Just don't put a black light over it, right?
I'm a fucking slob, yeah. So anyway, Civ 7's coming out on the 11th. I thought it already fucking came out because you could buy it on Steam. So like I've been like, oh, I don't have the money right now. I need to
just
buy
because you can pre-order something doesn't mean that you can play it.
It doesn't so my question about pre-ordering. Oh yes, it does.
I only play Civ 5 for maybe a few hours. So my question for you is, being a Civ novice, what's it's old school. It's like the old world and how you have to interact to do everything.
Okay,
is it just upgraded graphics?
So I'm a Civ novice as well. I mean, I played Civ 5, I think Civ 4. I can't remember which one I played, but my part in it is I've been playing. Like last night, I played Age of Empires. Right. Got my ass completely fucking wiped. Real fucking quick.
By very easy bots.
By easy bots, yeah. I used to play this game all the time. But regardless, it's just one of those things where you can sit and play, and it's not like. All
right, so every time they release a new Civ, there is huge things that are implemented into the game.
Okay.
So between Civ 5 and Civ 6, they actually created these things called city centers, where you had to have a certain amount of population, and then one of the tiles around you would be then designated as a city center, and you could only build so many things given your population on that tile. So if you wanted to build, like in Civ 5, you could just keep upgrading things and upgrading things. It didn't really matter. You could endlessly upgrade it. But if you wanted to build like an airstrip, or if you wanted to build something higher tech, you kind of had to leave that tile kind of alone until a little bit later on, or you had to destroy things and then rebuild them. Okay. Civ 7 is doing away with a lot of that, where they're going to simplify the city centers and just have urban and rural areas. And the settlers will no longer found a city, they will found a town. The town will then, you can upgrade it into a city, but every time you go into a new age, it's going to revert back to a town, and then you have to upgrade it again.
So is that change like a big deal for the Civ community? Is that something that's like it's been going requested, or is it?
It's going to completely change how you play the game, just like how you play.
Yeah, because like for me, like not knowing anything about it, I don't see that as a big change, big deal. But I understand, since I don't play it, that maybe it's like pretty big for other people. You know,
put it this way, it would be the same thing as all of the talent point changes in WoW. To anyone else out there, is like, whatever, you hit A, axe goes swipe, but you're like, no. This is what's going to happen now because you have these new talents. Same kind of thing.
No. That's again, that's where I was coming from. I played enough games to know that just because you don't think it's a big deal doesn't mean
no. It is a really large thing. There are going to be 12 unique leaders. 5 of those leaders are going to have 2 different personas, kind of like they had in Civ 5 and Civ 6. Mm-hmm. So one of them in Civ 6 is like Roosevelt. You have the presidential Roosevelt, and then you have the Rough Rider Roosevelt. They're going to have different kinds of
Rough Rider Roosevelt. Okay.
No, it looks
okay.
Really
hold on. Let me go back and teach King a little bit of history. Mm-hmm. So Theodore Roosevelt was in charge of a cavalry unit called the Rough Riders.
Yeah, no, I know. Yes, I am, but it's just like I have not heard him as like I have not heard. I have always heard of Theodore Roosevelt. I haven't heard of Rough Rider. It's just. I get it. I understand the history.
The way you said it was like Rough Riders.
Yeah, I thought it was like a different in different personas. I thought you had like the nice and prim and proper like Theodore Roosevelt. Then you had like gangster version like Theodore.
That's what it is. One of them is a general of the military. The other one is a president of the U.S. Yeah, and so you have different kinds of units and you have different kinds of perks.
I understand
depending on which one that you use.
And so I get what you're saying.
5 of them in total that will actually have 2 different personas.
But the way that it was described to me,
right?
Because again, I don't know the game. I don't know anything else like that. So I was like, wait a minute. So it's like a play on words.
When does that come out?
The workers are gone.
February, you said?
February
11th. So right in time for the
right in time for me to get my tattoo.
No, wait, you're getting a Civ tattoo, or are you getting another Colts tattoo?
I'm doing my
Elon Musk tattoo.
No, it's gonna be the American flag. But yeah.
Well, now I sound unpatriotic now because I said.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, CC.
I could throw a little Dogecoin in there. You know?
Wait. Is it gonna have 51 stars for when we take over Canada?
I think we're more likely to take over Greenland, but I would take Canada. You know?
No, Greenland told America to fuck off. I don't know if you heard that one.
I mean, just because Denmark said
funny.
to fuck off, I mean, I think the people seem to be like, all right, let's do it. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I gotta listen to the people.
Listen to the people.
Listen to the people.
Didn't mean to derail. I just
hey.
But anyway,
I will never go to the Gulf of Mexico again, baby. It's the Gulf of America now. That's it, baby.
Actually, Florida was the first one to say Gulf of America in one of their memos from the storm that hit.
Hey,
so,
I'm with it. I like the name. I'm ready for that change.
I stay as far away from that shit as I can.
I just think it's just like a very arbitrary thing to say.
It don't fucking really matter. It don't fucking matter.
It's just one of those like dick measuring contests that he just threw out there just to claim something.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, I don't know. Right, so, we'll see what happens with it. But
so are you getting for the Civ series, are you getting the new Civ, Doc? Are you a big Civ enjoyer?
More than likely, I will get it, but I will not get it for full price. If it gets gifted to me, because I have played quite a bit with several people over the years, I will, of course, play it at that point. But normally, I wait until like 1 or 2 of the DLCs are out, and then I'll buy like a bundle or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But one of the biggest changes to the game completely is the removal of workers. So now things can just be upgraded and that's just kind of it. There hasn't been a whole lot given into how things are going to be upgraded at this point.
So I played Warcraft 3. I played Warcraft 3, and I understand like the hot concept of workers and like gathering the resources and building everything like that. Is that what it's like in Civ? Where like workers are used purely to upgrade tiles and upgrade things. So like if you already have the tile and you want a mine put on it, normally you would have had to use a worker to build a mine on it. You're now going to be able to just kind of do that. No longer go through its process. Okay.
Yeah, no longer have to actually build a unit to do it. So
was it hard getting you had to build. Okay, so you had to build the worker in order to do it. Because then at the end of the game, like you know, if you're like 10 years in or whatever, you have a bunch of workers that are just sitting there like twiddling their thumb because there's nothing to build, or can you repurpose them currently?
It depends on which Civ we're talking about, because some Civs, the workers were kind of infinite. After you get to a certain point, you'd put them on auto build. And if they had nothing else to do in the actual cities themselves, they would then start building roads, whether it was very, rough roads, or if it's actual paved roads, they would then go across the road and they would build like a dirt road, or then they would upgrade to like, brick.
Okay.
And
so
they
were always doing something.
And if they got taken over by someone, fine, whatever, it didn't really matter, but you needed them.
Because I remember playing those RTS games and like you kind of have an abundance of workers because you need them to ramp up, and then you're like, oh, what do I do with it? Yeah.
This is much more.
You got invaded.
This is much more of a turn base. So this is almost like if you were to take something like the old Warcraft and mix it with
turn-based style
Age of Empires.
tactics.
Yeah, Final Fantasy or something like that. So you take all of your turn and you do everything with your stuff, then everyone else does. It's nice because you can take breaks whenever you really want to, but it does make for super, super long games.
There are games like a more complicated and bigger version of Risk. That's kind of what it sounds like a little bit.
I have never played a full game of Risk all the way through. So
really? I love Risk. Risk is a very time-consuming game, and I feel like I'm like the only one that really likes the game.
I used to play it with my cousin back in the day. There was also some other like dungeon games like D&D, but it was not D&D.
Oh, like Mansions of Madness was one.
I have to get the name from him. It was a game that I always wanted. He's like, it's too much work, man. I'm like, come on, dude, and we'd always play that shit. So
there was a version of Risk. Like we had a board game night when we were in our 20s, and it was Risk Legacy, which is really cool because there was actually different factions and they did different things, and it wasn't like, okay, you win the game and it's over. It was a shorter version of Risk. I forgot exactly all the rules to it, but you would play a series of like 15 games, 20 games, and the winner would sign their name on the back. So it had to be like the consistent friend group.
Right.
But it was cool because like if you won, you got to you got stickers, and you have to put them down on the world, and those were your capitals, and only you can start there. And then it gets to the point where after like so many games are played, somebody can nuke something, and then like they nuke if they nuke your territory, your capital, you can't start there.
Right.
Type deal. So like it's inhabitable. You can move into it, but you can't start there. It was really interesting. It was a really, really fun game. So for anyone that's like, I don't know if that game's still being sold or played or anything else like that. But
before I ask this next question,
good.
Halo, the Master Chief Collection, is on sale on Steam until the 6th of February for $10. So 75% off.
Do I need to go buy this so that I can?
No, if you want to play Halo with me, just get Halo Infinite multiplayer. It's free. So that's what.
All right, I might actually give that a try.
It is free. One thing I wanted to talk to you both about tonight was Throne and Liberty. It's a new Amazon game, I believe. Right? Amazon made it. Has anybody played it yet?
It's not that new.
Yeah, about to say that's been out for a couple of months.
Been out for a couple months.
Okay, that was like a couple of weeks.
Couple months.
Okay.
I played it. I got to level cap. It's not bad, but it's also not good. It was a good time killer for a week or two, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay. Throne and Liberty came out October 1st of last year. So I know you've been sick for a while, man, but like
delirium
I saw something about it a couple weeks ago, and I know we had brought it up on the podcast, but nobody had played it yet. So Kai said he'd played it, and it was a lot of problems.
I believe
with it, so.
Well, they came into some issues with NCSoft. NCSoft is a thing that's really kind of like they've hit the nail on the head a few times and then absolutely fucked it with whatever they're doing. They did.
Well, it's a Korean game, right? So it was almost like a gacha game where you had to like. I have 22 hours into it, so I feel like I gave it a fair shake.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the ones I haven't played. I played a lot of NCSoft games. The one I always wish that they would bring back is and I'm drawing a blank on it. Fuck. WildStar.
WildStar. Oh, you remember like that time where like everything was like trying to beat WoW, and it's like the new like WoW killer, and like WildStar.
Here's the thing: is that like WildStar did not get the love that it needed from its developers once they got all of their money from pre-sales. It just fell off, and they didn't do what they needed to.
Yeah, that sounds scammy.
Well, the thing is, it was actually really good. It was you played Lost Ark, right, King?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you know how they had like the like you actually had movement where you had to like dodge things for the bosses, and it wasn't just cookie cutter things. That's what WildStar was doing, but we're talking about them doing this back in like
early on. Well, I wasn't WildStar like their whole claim to fame too was like a bunch of WoW ex-WoW devs like went to go make their own MMO.
Yep, and they did an amazing job with it, but the Korean gambling sim and that it is.
Well, that's kind of the problem. Like with those games, like you kind of rush through the story. Like Lost Ark, for instance, like I felt like you would like the combat felt really fun in it, but then you would move a little bit, fight something, and then you had to queue onto the next screen. And it was like it really felt more of a mobile-ish type of game, and just kind of like didn't like. And there's like a rush to the end, and then you're grinding, and then they want you to pay, or to advance things.
That game was specifically designed for people that played both Black Desert Online and Diablo/PoE. That was a mix between the two, and the graphics were amazing, and it was a lot of fun. But they did that same thing where they're like, "Hey, pay all this money to get ahead," and then they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we apologize for like ripping you guys off. Here's some extra free shit." Asmongold did an amazing segment on that entire thing about how that's kind of like a new thing that a lot of video game developers are doing. They did it with Immortals also. To this day have not touched Immortals.
That's like a 20. Yeah, it's like I did just to see what it was all about, just to kind of get a Diablo fix out of it. It was like literally like reskinned. It was like Diablo 3 just on a mobile one. You didn't get it on the computer and play it on there.
I was of the mindset, and I tried to get other people, and later on, the big D3 community backed me on it.
Mm-hmm.
I told them all. I told Rax, I told Dujo, Rob, like we all had a conversation, and I'm like, just boycott this. People listen to you, and you need to just not play this. And they're like, but we want to give it a fair try because that's what we do. And I'm like, that's cool, but you should know, you guys know what this game is. And within, 2.5, 3 months, they pulled all of their guides and everything because like we're not going to support this.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like I don't mind giving a game like a fair shake. I mean, I remember I played like Raid Shadow Legends, and like I enjoyed it for what it was as a side thing for X amount of time. But like, the game's just a gacha game. I mean, like you can have enjoyment out of it, and like I think if you just give a fair shake at it,
you think that game is spent on advertisements?
What, Raid
enough that they're still probably net positive. I mean, like everything else is like,
man.
I know, like everywhere you go, it's
every,
like this is
every
sponsored
like
by
2
Raid Shadow
weeks,
Legends.
I would get a new like sponsored thing from.
It's on TV too.
Yeah, but
that's not cheap.
Yeah, I mean, but I would get one from Twitch, saying that if I played the game and got so many people to install it, I'd make like $500 or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. There's no way.
So as of March 2024, Raid Shadow Legends has made over $2 billion in revenue.
Yeah.
Hey,
so here's my thing. Has anyone actually played it in here?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so it's just like they have a map, and then there's like difficulty scaling where they where you go back and you do it again, I believe, or something like that. And then like really what it is like you're just doing like these like boss encounters. It's like the end game type deal, and that's it. So all they do to print money, it's like League of Legends. They just come out with a new skin. They come out with a new character.
Right.
Like and people will spend money to try to get the opportunity. They don't even get it. The opportunity.
That's crazy.
To try to get it.
So I don't like the comparison of Diablo Immortals to Raid Shadow Legends because Raid Shadow Legends is a one-off thing.
Okay.
And you expect that out of it. Immortals had the Diablo IP, it had the Diablo name. Now, if they had thrown any other name on it, absolutely 100% do your backing. But the fact that they put the Diablo IP, like the Diablo name on that type of a mobile game, and
that's
how much
Activision
backlash they got during
that's
BlizzCon.
Activision. I know. It was a whole thing about it. But just think about it. For them, it was easy money. Almost like I said, they just literally took the same assets from Diablo 3, put them into a mobile version, and then charged everybody for it. And all you needed that is like the sad thing about that is like, regular people like us, we're not going to pay for it. We're not going to do anything. We're not even. But you just need a few whales that are going to literally,
I guess.
But that's all. Those games are funded by whales, not for average people. Because the average people, they might get $20 tops.
What was the Marvel game that the mobile game, Marvel Alliance?
Was it a card game? Was it a card game?
No, I know which one you're talking about. I think you
got cards to play.
Okay.
But my buddy, he spent
Marvel Strike Force.
No, I think it was Marvel Alliance or something. Is that a game? He spent fucking money on.
Again, you just
Marvel
need a few
Future
whales.
Fight, Marvel Snap, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Marvel Strike
Marvel
Force,
Snap.
Marvel Puzzle Quest.
It was a phone game, but he spent thousands of dollars. Like we were
on
on the way to
his
bachelor party. He spent $1,000 while we were
on the way to the bachelor
party. On the way to the bachelor party, pulling cards, trying to get like a certain person.
I had a friend that was addicted to Puzzles and Dragons. It was a mobile game, like early, and like he spent hundreds of dollars in that game. And like,
what's the one you're playing?
I played it.
You're addicted to a mobile game right now.
They're both small games. One of them is called Idle Outpost. It's basically the little you have your little shop or whatever it is. You upgrade your stations. It automatically sells. And then another one is just a clicker game. And I just happen to be playing with the same group of people for multiple years.
Do you pay for? Is there in-game purchases that you've made?
One of the games over the course of probably about 2.5 years, I think I've dropped $50 on. And for me, that is
not bad.
I used to drop. I've actually been thinking money on Pokemon Go,
and I've actually thought about spending more
on what?
Just because I've been
Pokeballs and shit.
He doesn't want to go outside.
Yeah. I was about to say the whole point is going outside.
He just wants
to
pay
somebody
Pokemon
to walk your phone down the street.
No, obviously, like but you get like a good Pokemon, you see a good one, you're like, fuck, I only have like 20 balls. I don't know if I can catch them. You're like, you gotta get the good balls.
He's the guy that used Velcro to strap it to his ceiling fan, so he didn't have to go anywhere. All right.
No, dude, I
used to
go out.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a step counter.
I used to go out and actually play it.
Honey, look, I did 10,000 steps.
I tell you what.
Now, don't get me wrong.
If I would have had my room at the time, I would have put my room on it to hatch eggs, though, for sure.
In like Pokemon Sapphire, I was the guy that would like put something on top of my up controller, like the up button on like a slope to get the steps. But Pokemon Go, no, I was a real human and went out and drove really slow so that it was.
I was about to say I honestly drove. So no, I'm not even joking. I remember like some late nights or whatever. Like we would go and we would see like I don't know, like a Venusaur in the area. It's like, oh, we're getting this shit.
Yeah.
And like I remember just like driving with my wife because she was super into it too, and like just going around trying to fine and going 5 miles an hour. Like, I'm so,
yeah, but if you went over 7 miles an hour, it wouldn't count anymore because it knew you were in a car.
It was to get to the Pokemon. I didn't care about the steps. I just wanted the Pokemon.
Steps.
My first Snorlax, I saw him, and I fucking bought like the Ultra Balls or whatever. And I'm like, oh, dude, this is happening. I didn't even know anybody that had one at the time.
Do I even still have Pokemons go on my phone?
I don't anymore.
you had to get rid of the addiction?
No, I played it. I went out like when it first came out. I went with my cousin, and I would like go hang out at the park or whatever, walk around and fuck around. But then like my nephew would come over here, and he'd be like, "Let's go catch Pokemon." So I was like, "Fuck it, let's hop in the car. Let's go drive around to the Pokestops and shit." And he loved it, man. So I just whatever. It was more.
I just sign in. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not signing in. I don't know. I mean, I heard some. I don't want to derail anymore.
All right, guys. It has come to the point we have to talk about it. Thor.
Thor, the god, the god of thunder, the god of thunder. Yeah,
I mean, I've got more respect for this Thor than the Thor of the god of thunder.
Let's not disrespect
software.
Odin's son. Okay,
I was like about to say Thor's kind of a big deal, man.
Yeah, whatever. You believe in your Invisible Man. I'll say that the other ones don't exist. It's cool. But
Norse god,
what the fuck was that?
Pirate Gaming Software has officially quit World of Warcraft over the controversy from last week. He is not playing it.
But it worked for Blizzard.
I'm not surprised. I mean,
here's the thing. Like,
I'm not surprised either. I would do it too. I would quit.
He's been playing WoW. He's been doing this stuff for years, and it's just a huge thing for him to actually be quitting it over this. Now, again, no one is going to blame him for it.
Yeah.
As we previously talked about, he was getting death threats. His parents were getting death threats.
Wait, over.
Yes.
Over what happened in...
Yes.
Okay.
There were literally people saying, we know where you shop. Be watching out for people with knives. They were threatening his mom, his dad, his family. Like, they were like going after him for his...
a man that did nothing wrong. So, like, from what I understood from it, they had a rule in the guild where if somebody yells run, that's their code that everyone for themselves. Like, I mean, like he left. I think Asmongold actually did like, I want to watch that video. I saw like a clip of it where he actually broke down everything that he did. And he goes, he did nothing wrong. I don't understand what's going on.
So he's the way that Asmongold did it, because I did watch the whole thing.
You watched the whole thing? Okay, yeah.
Everybody did something wrong.
Yeah.
But
all right, fair.
Everybody.
Thor did the least wrong, and in his eyes, he's accrediting Thor for 10% of the issue. Because someone pulled, and then someone ass pulled, and then the healer ass pulled again. And instead of Thor apparently going back and using all of his resources to, Frost Nova, to Cone of Cold, to do all of the things that we know mages can do, he did what everyone else was going to do and just fucking booked it. Because on a hardcore character, when whoever says run, I'm not going to sit there and wait for another like 6 or 7 times for them to say, keep running.
That's my thing. I mean, I understand.
Two people lost their account, by the way. 2 people lost their characters.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not, I'm sorry, but like, even in the hardcore world, low 50s, because it was in Dire Maul. That's not that. It's not like it was.
It's a lot,
dude. I'm
not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not retail WoW.
Okay, listen. Is it fucking worth
violin
threatening to fucking stab somebody over? Like, are you fucking? Are you kidding me?
CC. So there's a place called the internet. And the internet are full of irrational people that want to. I honestly think 90% of I would like to think that it's a very, very high number. Like 90 to 95% of the people are just doing it for the reaction, jumping on the meme train.
Yeah, probably.
I also think it's a lot of people that just don't. The internet also like people just don't want to take accountability for their own shit. So it's easier to place blame on the man that a popular man. Which again, I heard he's getting a lot of shit because he kind of rose up pretty quickly in the Steam numbers or Twitch numbers, and it's just the accountability for it. Oh, let's just blame him. He's the popular guy. Let's just blame him. Let's dogpile on him because it's not my fault. I didn't fuck up.
Yeah,
the big streamer fucked up.
Right.
And
so here's the thing. Are you familiar with what OnlyFans is as a whole?
Yeah, it's a bunch of streamers that are hardcore WoW guild, and that's pretty much the extent.
The thing
of it.
is that like over 70% of them are not WoW players. Like Summit.
Yeah, Tyler 1 wasn't.
Tyler 1 now runs the fucking OnlyFans guild, and he's not a WoW player. Soda Poppin is a WoW player, fine. But like all these other people, Tim the Tatman is not a WoW player. Like you have all of these personalities on there, and a lot of them are using it for content and clout.
Absolutely.
But to continue to throw fuel on a fire when there are death threats going out, I think that, you know, Thor is in the absolute right to report it to Blizzard for going against TOS, to report it to Steam for, you know,
I read
threat
somewhere
of bodily harm.
Gotten like 4,000 accounts banned or something.
Oh no! He personally has banned over 4,000 accounts.
Personally, just goes in there. I left the back door at Blizzard. I'm gonna go in there and ban your shit.
I don't know. That's why I read that somewhere. I don't know. Yeah,
well, no, I mean, I agree. It's not like he killed somebody in real life, you know.
No, but he has banned over 4,000 accounts over all of his platforms, whether it's X, Instagram, Twitch.
You're not talking about the actual WoW account. You're talking about
Let me finish. Damn, King.
No.
I understand you got nothing to do up in the north, man, but like let us finish.
But
it's basically I would say go touch grass, but it'll probably be another like 6 months. But no, all of it has been for hate raids and all of these other things. So he has been playing a lot of Ages of Creation, which people are now targeting him in Age of Creation for. Or sorry, not Ages, Ashes of Creation. He's been playing PoE 2, Warframe, and then Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. The last one I've never played. Anyone?
So my question for you then. So my question for you though, they always say like there's no such thing as bad publicity. I understand you getting death threats and everything else like that. Like, has he seen? You said he's banned 4,000 accounts across everything else like that.
Has he seen like
it more up? I mean, I'd say has anyone like tracked? Is he getting actually more views now because of, we'll call it a scandal?
I don't know.
So I did. I logged into his secondary account, which is I think called like Ferret Gaming or Pirate Ferrets. He basically runs a ferret rehabilitation and rescue, and all of the proceeds from his Twitch channel, all the subs and everything, go right back into it so he can continue doing it. It's a 24-hour thing. And all these people are now coming in also like getting on him about like what's his like sexual fascination with, you know, ferrets and all of this stuff. Like it is just like there are 15,000 people watching ferrets sleep right now, and they're just going at each other.
Right.
And it's fucking horrible. We actually talked about it last week. Thor is the wrong person to make death threats for. Could you imagine if this man actually became a supervillain?
Right.
CC?
Yeah, I mean he's a fucking hacker, dude. Like he's a real hacker.
King, do you understand how dangerous Thor is?
Oh yeah, I mean, like I've seen, and I think the big meme right now is like he always keeps on saying, he always tells everybody every like 5 minutes he works for Blizzard. He worked for Blizzard, and
no, that's not why. No, that's not why he's a dangerous person.
No. So I know he has like I don't know exactly. I'm sure you have a point with that.
He worked for the Department of Defense for a while, didn't he?
Oh, he actually did work. Wow. Okay, I did not know that. When you said 4,000 accounts ban, I thought you meant like WoW accounts. Like, oh, that's huge.
No.
That's impressive.
So here's the thing. WoW will, as you know, King, WoW will never release their own numbers unless they're just trying to like pat themselves on the back with like, you know,
subscriptions and everything else like that.
Right.
I was thinking more like bot bans and like banned accounts when they mass ban, those types of things. They're not going to give out numbers for the number of people that they've allowed to like hate raid. But no, so Thor has won DEF CON multiple times. You know, the hacking convention in
legitimate fucking hacker.
Like that's what I was saying. Like, you don't understand how dangerous this man is. So there is the highest award that can be awarded at DEF CON, and it's called the Black Badge. And he's been awarded it several times. Like, he has been the number one hacker at the hacker conventions.
So he has everyone's IP. So what you're telling me is everyone's IP.
So what I'm saying is if this is the beginning of his like super villain like story arc, we're all fucked. Which is
why WoW's fault. It's all WoW's fault. The WoW.
We support Virus Software, baby. We love it. We love you, Thor.
100%. We love you, Thor. It's the same reason. It's the same reason I always say thank you to Waze.
And Zeus love you, brother. Love you.
Wait, what does Kai have against Thor?
Kai's
Kai's trying to be Switzerland, and it's not going to work.
No, he's not trying to be Switzerland. He's not. He's trying. He should have took more accountability for his actions, like that kind of bullshit.
He's never played WoW in his life. Sorry, Kai. I love you. But
No,
yeah.
no.
I know, but I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like the whole thing. You're right. I mean, people are not playing. They're not WoW players that are playing and then getting upset that their characters are dying. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I was upset with my own actions. I played hardcore WoW, like it was when it was like big and you had like the add-on and everything else like that. And like I died level 27 and I was like pissed off because I got netted. It was my own fault. I was somewhere I shouldn't have been. I got netted and I got smashed and yeah, I was pissed. I can't blame anybody for it. I'm not gonna make excuses for it. Like it was my own stupidity and that's what it is. But I'm also like a 20-year WoW veteran or whatever. I've been playing every expansion. So like I have the experience to back it up. If you're playing something for the first time and you die, like you're a noob.
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
He didn't die because he has the experience.
He didn't die because he works for Blizzard and he has the experience.
He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Speaking of dying,
yes,
you will die in this new game. It's not a new game, but there is a gigantic update that just come out for Project Zomboid. Build 42 is the biggest update that they've had. They don't have a multiplayer for it yet. It's still in its unstable version right now.
Yep.
But when you think hotfix, you guys think like, maybe 15 bug fixes, maybe some rendering issues, like small things, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Their latest hotfix addressed over almost 600 items.
How big was that hotfix? How many gigs?
Dude, it is. And the thing is, a lot of it is the stuff that
still not as big as
how
COD
we
hotfix.
wish.
It doesn't fix anything.
Oh my god.
COD is just like shaders. That's all COD is just a bunch of shaders.
Yeah.
But yeah, Project Zomboid Build 42 is a massive update. They now have basements, so you can go in. They have nuke silos.
Cool.
They have like high-rise buildings that are like 42 floors tall. Like you used to only have like maybe 3 or 4 stories in like an apartment building, and that was it. And they listen to their people. They basically listen to the mod creators and everything else. They get the okay from them, and then they take those mod creators' ideas and add it into the actual game.
Okay.
Not like what Minecraft did by stealing fucking source code, we found out from last week. That's the reason you guys can't find it in the store. The shit was stolen, and I guess one of their devs decided to take a bunch of stuff they had no right taking and try to put it into the Microsoft store for Minecraft and make some money off of it. Ooh. So that's been pulled.
Hey, that sounds great. Yeah.
Good
Wait,
job,
so
Microsoft.
Going back to the Build 42,
that
right?
happens without getting caught, but yeah, you go back.
No, that's fine.
Go
I mean, like,
what's up?
I heard. So I have a friend that's like has so many hours in that game, loves Project Zomboid. He's had mixed reviews about it. He told me, and he said that he likes a lot of the things that they added. Like they added some like livestock, so you can like you could raise things, trap them, all that kind of stuff. But he said, and I wanted to ask this question about the crafting system. He said they demolished it. It's awful. He does not like it. He didn't really go into too much details with me, but anything you could speak upon the crafting, because I heard that was like pretty bad.
The crafting system right now, again, they literally say that Build 42 is unstable. It is the pre-release version. Yeah. It is not complete. The crafting systems are not done yet. They've even said that a lot of if you own the game, you can go into unstable versions and you can play it. It is only single player right now. You can try to play it with a really, really broken mod, but half the time your game just crashes and you kind of lose a lot of stuff because, again, unstable. They've even said that most of their crafting things that are in there as of right now are placeholders because it is not complete. So if your friend's sitting there bitching about like not being able to do things or how they've broken it,
he said the crafting system. It wasn't so much that like something was broken, like buggy or anything else like that. He said he didn't like how they like changed the system. They did something different with it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't.
No, you're again. They have changed a lot of things about the crafting.
Yeah, so
they're trying to make it broader. So they brought in like ceramics. They brought in glass blowing. They brought in blacksmithing. These things were not in the game before.
No, they were not. I played a little bit of it, so I understand like the base game. I have a few hours in it, so I understand it. I just didn't try the Build 42.
Again, and the thing is that if he has played enough to get into those things, or if he's doing sandbox just so he can try them out, they are not ready for release at all yet. Like the guy is, again, like this is almost like an alpha version of it.
Oh yeah, no, and he was giving it that. He just said that they hope that they tweak and change it to make crafting.
Oh, and they have. They've actually done a bunch of stuff.
Okay, cool.
Some of the big things that they've done is fixed a few bugs, but like you used to not be able to with the update, they missed a tag for a couple of the items. So you could not clean things with the sink. You had to put it into like a bottle or a container in order to actually clean stuff. You couldn't use water straight from the tap. Some stupid things like that. They have nerfed some things like the shotgun. You no longer get XP for each pellet that hits. It's now per shot
versus pull. Yeah, instead of like the buck spray or whatever.
And so it's been overpowered for like the previous like 5 or 6 builds. They now finally did it. A lot of people don't like it because like this is going to be a slog. Well, figure your shit out.
Well, it's also part of the game. Like, isn't supposed to rush with that sort of. That's not that side of the game. Like you're trying to like speed run it. You know, like you're like, what are you speed running to? You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Butter was supposed to be, so it's really hard to keep weight now because of the new nutritional things that are going into the game because they got much more realistic as far as the nutritional facts went. So one of the things people were doing was churning butter, and it only took half a liter to make a stick of butter, and it had like 3,000 calories or something like that. It now takes 10 times that amount. It now takes 5 liters.
Just fucking eating sticks of butter.
Yeah, in order to keep weight.
It's like, oh, this game sounds good for me. I'm good with this. Like, I get some ice cream, I get some butter, I got my caloric intake.
To show like the level of realism, if you sit there working on your tailoring or sewing for a long time, you now get neck strain from looking down for too long.
Right.
And you were getting it so quickly that they've halved that. One of the huge things is that the FPS of the game is now up from 30 to 60 by default, and you can go all the way up to 120. So they have optimized quite a bit.
Okay,
with this.
All right, yeah, because it is a big map for those that haven't played it.
Quality of life type things, where CC, did I lose?
It was really funny as soon as you start going into like the FPS thing. Like you actually like you froze. Yeah, he froze completely.
Yeah,
he's still here.
Zeus has lost us. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was really funny because he went like right there.
That's
and like he was going to the FPS thing, and then he just like bottomed out.
Are you good?
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back.
You never left. You started talking about like the FPS and optimization, and then Discord heard you and like froze you.
Oh, okay. I kept talking, but like
perfect timing.
all of my like
time, so
all of my screens went blank just now, and I'm like, fuck, I screwed up. My bad. I'm sorry, FPS gods. I'll never make fun of you again. But no, they have done a lot of quality of life changes as well.
Good.
So you used to run through trees, and if you didn't have like, long sleeves or stuff like that, you would get scratches and some kind of get big bleeds, and they would lead to death. So you don't really have erroneous lacerations anymore.
It's like Oregon Trail, but like in like the suburbs.
Oh, dude, it's just
you like run through like woods and you get dysentery. It's like, oh, how the hell did that happen?
The amount of realism that they've put into this game is amazing. And then if anyone out there has an AMD graphics card, they did fix a bug. I believe they have it fixed with almost all of the things. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but the article was saying it said most when in quotes. Apparently you were getting a black screen after clicking click to start. So they fixed that as well. So if you have an AMD graphics card, we understand you couldn't afford the NVIDIA, but the game should work for you guys now.
Really funny. Just like click to start, just automatically closes. I want to make a game like
black
that.
Screen.
I want to put that on Steam and be like, no, it's working as intended. Charge $5. See how many I can get from it.
Right? Just a quick fix, yeah.
But yeah, that is everything I had on my list.
Yeah, I'm good to go, but we are over an hour. So
okay.
Yeah, if you want to take it away, Zeus, then King can start his stream on time.
Oh yeah, I can. Holy shit.
But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning into this week of the Unqualified Gamers podcast.
Thanks, King, for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure.
The Lord's work for work.
I will pick up the slack of Kai anytime.
But yeah, you guys can catch the entire show on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and iHeart. This week, CC had to format his computer and do some stuff. We did not get on Rumble. Apologize to the people that are on there.
Oh no, we're on Rumble.
But you can. Oh, we are going to still upload to Rumble?
No, we're live on Rumble right now as we speak. I started it late. It's okay.
Oh, okay, because it wasn't live when I checked it. My bad.
Yeah, we're 50 minutes in. We're about 20 minutes late. I started thinking about it when I was like, oh, well, you guys were talking about something. I quickly got it going. So we are on roll this week. Yeah.
The man behind the computer, getting
so
it
let me
done.
Try that again.
Getting it done.
Try that again.
Yeah.
Kingworth, thank you so much for coming in to the Unqualified Gators podcast. You can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Rumble. Also, make sure to follow us on Patreon, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Click them.